Here I want to demonstrate how you can link different worksheets and workbooks by way of formulas. Two files need to be open. One is 0904 Regional Sales and also 0904 Employee Table. You can switch back and forth between the open workbooks by using the Switch Windows button on the View tab or by pressing the Control tab. If there are more than two open, then you can press the Control tab repeatedly to get to the other files. But for the two open files, Control tab is a fast way to switch back and forth. There's a worksheet with the Regional Sales workbook called Regional Totals, and in cell B2 we want to gather the retail totals from the different sheets. We'll start with the equal sign and then click the East sheet instead of having to type in sheet names and cell addresses. We'll then click cell F4, which contains the retail total, and then a plus sign. Do the same thing with Midwest sheet, go to relevant cell each time and click plus. Do the same with the South and Pacific sheets. Press enter, and that's the total. If you double click here to show the formula, there's a sheet name followed by the exclamation mark, and there's the sheet address. So no need to type or worry about any typing errors, you can just click away. If you do put spaces in formulas, it's okay, but it does make them look a bit odd. If, for example, you put a space between mid and west, you get the same answers, but the two words are put in speech marks. You can't undo this, so press escape, double click on Midwest and remove the space. The space just makes the formula look a bit long and complex. You may need to get information by way of formulas from different workbooks. So we'll press Control tab and go to the other workbook. In column J on the furniture sales sheet, we want to get data from the other workbook. You want the coach's total from the other workbook, so press equal and press Control tab to get to the other workbook. We need to go to the East sheet and pick up the coach's total in cell B8 and then plus. Do the same with the Midwest sheet, then plus. Same with South and Pacific sheets. And pick up the cell reference each time and enter. This formula is much longer than the previous one. This is due to the fact that we're gathering data from different worksheets and different workbooks. Appearance-wise, it does look a lot more complex, but with regards to cells being added, it's not too complicated. So the references to different workbooks are automatically put within brackets. Whenever there's a formula with brackets around it, it means the information is from a different workbook. The other workbook needs to be open when you're setting up these formulas. But when you close the other workbook, what will this look like? So we'll close the other workbook. So go to File and then Close and make sure you save the changes. You'll see it's much longer, which of course it depends on where it's being saved. The other workbook is being saved on the C drive, in the Users folder, in the folder with my name on it, in the Desktop folder, in the Exercises folder, etc. So all this represents data from one cell. It looks very complex, but it does work. So when setting up formulas, the other workbook needs to be open so you can achieve this much more easily. If you close the other workbook, the same thing will happen, which happened here. So linking data from different worksheets by way of formulas is something you'll see quite frequently in Excel workbooks.